Welcome back to the live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy traders. Hope that you had an enjoyable weekend and get ready for another big trading week. As usual, this week gonna be very volatile, as you guys have seen that starting of the month with the NFP, the market has made significant move, and that is currently reflecting. So far in the first 2 weeks, we saw that gold 2 weeks to bullish candle formation from the weekly. This week it's now on the bullish uptrend. Currently, just before this live session, I was looking at the chart and I saw that there was a deeper pullback coming up. And in this live session, as this is gonna be another very important week in the middle of the week, as the market is trending, along with analysis, also will be looking for the potential best trade setup in the market. So I'm going to look at Xauusd in the beginning, as we had the previous session during the London session was also a very successful session. This one also would like to see all the instrument that giving us trading opportunity, including Xauusd and USD pair as well, such as the gold or euro dollar, on also other pairs as well. So let's begin. First of all, starting with, we will be looking at gold, and then if you guys looking at any other instrument, you can look at you can share your view. I think dollar yen also another very good pair currently for entering into any trading opportunity, as this instrument also trending at the moment. So beginning with, first of all, Xauusd, and then we also will be looking at other instrument to see what kind of trading opportunity we have. Let's looking at the first of all monthly chart now, as beginning with the multi-time frame analysis is key, as I mentioned before. Also, guys, before I progress with the analysis, I'd like to see that all the members are here. Thank you very much. Ojas, Bankets, hello, welcome. Emily, very good, thank you very much. Nuruddin, hello sir, welcome. Thanks for joining the live session. And also, guys, if you are here, I would appreciate if you smash the like button. When you like this stream, it's more visible to more people, and then I'm going to progress with the full analysis once most of the members are here. Redens, thank you very much. And likes is going up, will be helpful if you guys take it to the almost nearly to the view. Okay, awesome, thank you for the support, and make sure, guys, you take notes, as this is gonna be a very important session. And first of all, I'm going to look at the monthly chart to see overall direction in this market. Why monthly? Because monthly, weekly and daily higher time frame, that will remove the noise on the lower time frame, and then we will be looking at the lower time frame to see potential trading opportunity. So monthly chart, that you can see this is an important monthly support level on Xauusd. Now in that monthly support, what we can see that this month in the beginning, once the market opened after bounce, we have seen a rejection back that was showing a possible deeper pullback. Instead, from this monthly support that we can see, Xauusd has made its move back to the upside again. Now there are two previous monthly dojis that we can see. Now there are double dojis. Double doji, if you guys don't know how to trade double doji, also there is a separate lessons, I think a couple of years ago, that I posted on the channel. It was one of my best strategies that I traded very long time, and later once I started different strategy, I normally don't trade that. because double doji, you need to wait a little higher time frame to trade with the double doji. But when we see the double doji on the higher time frame, such as on the monthly, we are not trading double doji, but we have an understanding about the directional bias in the market. So if you look at here, you can see back to back 2 monthly dojis. Okay, so we can see that one monthly doji and the monthly doji. Now both of this monthly doji has an important point that we need to look at. They're both monthly dojis had a higher, both of them created higher high and also higher low. So two important monthly dojis creating higher high and higher low, giving a high probability for this market to potentially trend back to the upside, and that's where the important point that we are looking at on XAUSD for this market to bounce and possibly to break the previous monthly high. So this is where that we can see the market trend is up on XAUSD. Now looking at the weekly to see, we can see that from the weekly there was a break of structure here, followed by weekly bullish engulfer, followed by a weekly pin bar. Now this is a bullish price action that you can see. I hope that you guys can hear me. I would appreciate if you say yes if you can hear me. I want to make sure that the stream is going well before progressing further. Do you mind saying yes in the live chat if you can hear me? Now what you can see that this is the weekly pin bar formation on XAUSD. Now with this weekly pin bar, from this weekly support level, yes, thank you very much. Yes, we hear you. Welcome. I say thanks for joining and also thanks for confirmation. Now here is this week, what you can see from this weekly support level, the market has made initial bounce back to the upside. Now with this initial bounce on XAUSD is a sign that the market may potentially remain bullish, because market open with an impulsive move back to the upside. So throughout the week we may see that the market is potentially to push back up. Now looking at the daily chart, here is the key points that we can look at on the daily. We can see that from the daily time frame, this is the daily price action where daily support, and in this daily support, after this impulse today, so far from this daily support level, the market has made its move back to the upside, and it's now on the, again the prices, you can see it's pullback now. XAUSD on a pullback to this daily support level. That is where possible entry. Now I'm coming to, with all of you guys together on the lower time frame support level. You can see this move here. Let's see the very lower time frame from the 15 minutes or further lower time frame, where especially the 1 hour that you can see. This is a key level of support on the 1 hour. The price is approaching that daily level. This is the daily low here today, and once the price hit that daily support, okay, so you can see that in that daily support, that is where we can see the possible entry opportunity here in this market. So that being said, as the market is now currently trending in that level where there is a lower time frame support level from the 1 hour that you can see, here is the 1 hour support, and this is where there is an important level that you can see. This is the 1 hour this is a resistance which is turning support here, and then you can see this is an important level of doji, which is an important liquidity zone. The market has moved back to that key level, okay, which is an important liquidity zone, and from that you could see the market to potentially return back to the upside, and that's where the potential entry opportunity. So 3313, I don't think the market will drop that much lower. If you think that will drop that low, could be, but I think the market is about to potentially reverse from the daily support. It could be, anything can happen in trading, but my level here that I'm looking at is on the daily support level. So let me draw that level here, that you could see potential entry in that zone, which is a possible buy area for me, and breaking below here to this level or in this zone is where the high probability trade setup in this market. So looking at here in that area, this is the zone that you can look for entry on XAUUSD. And that being said, I'm waiting for an entry opportunity on gold. Let's look at that here on this instrument to see where the market potentially be heading. Now, if you guys look at it, you can see there's an imbalance here. The market has left that imbalance, and that imbalance, you can see the price is pushing back down. And with that being said, here there's an imbalance, and expecting that this market to potentially trend back here to the upside to create a new higher high in this market. So that being said, here what you can see, lower time frame price action here is this candle that you can see, which is a narrower red doji. Okay, so this doji is high liquidity zone. Okay, so you can see that, which is a very important liquidity candle that you can see on XAUUSD, and that liquidity candle is where an important support level. So here, this green area that you can see, this is where the impulse have started to the upside. The price is almost to that support level, almost to that liquidity zone that you can see. And because the price on that liquidity zone, on that support level, is where looking for potential entry opportunity here in this market. So looking at the 5 minutes and if we look at the 1 minute chart here, we can see that the market is potentially be testing that low and then to revert back again to the upside in the major direction of the trend. So looking at again the 5 minute chart, once we can see the market has prepared for a bounce here, we can look for entry. Guys, make sure that always do the risk management, which is the key, right? And also if you want to take your trading to the next level, make sure you stick till the end of this live session, right? In this live session, you guys will be learning, growing as a trader. This is the unique education that you will not find anywhere, as all the strategy that I use is based on trend, based on smart money trading system, right? If you want to be profitable as a trader, you must first look at how the smart money is trading, because when you are trading based on the smart money system, that's where you started to learn the real trading. And this is only the zone that you can find this kind of trading strategy. Trading with the trend and then trading based on the smart money system. That is what we are doing here in this academy. If you guys want to explore more, don't hesitate to visit the website. You can find link below this video where you can see all my trade in the real time that I'm sharing in the group, as well as also you can look at all my system that I'm using. It's open to the premium members who are in the academy can access to my trading education. And if you want to learn more, explore more, currently we have a couple of spots to take on the mentorship, which is currently 85% off. Link below this video. This is a rare opportunity to join the lifetime access to mentor, where also you will have the one-on-one guidance and as well as access to the VIP chat group where you can learn and grow as a trader. Take it to the next level, right? So you don't have to, as I mentioned in the previous session as well, you don't have to reinvent the light bulb, okay, with 1000 attempt. Rather, learn from those who already have gone through that, and which is open for everyone currently. As the spots available, you can visit the website and then access to that everything. And also stick to this live session. Here in this live session, we do go for a trade setup. Keep in mind that risk management is key. Patience is key. Always stay patient when you are opening position. And if you don't know anything, then don't open the position or open in a demo account if you don't know how to do the risk management. As the primary focus of this session is to help you to become a consistently profitable trader through proper risk management, using a strategy, and then trading based on smart money system. That is where the key. Now, let's see here on Xauusd. That being said, we can see the market on a pullback. It's in an uptrend from the intraday time frame. It's almost to the 4-hour support level. And that drop that you can see, the market is almost to the daily support. And in that area now, there is a possibility for us to push back the market, potentially to go back up here from this level. And that's what we're looking to see, an entry opportunity in this market. So let's see here on Xauusd. It's on the support level, expecting the market to come back here and then to rebound back again to the upside to create a new higher high in this market. So let's wait to see. And there is an imbalance here. If you guys look at it, you can see this is an imbalance here, an imbalance here, and the market is pushing back down to that imbalance, and from that imbalance expecting that the market to fill that imbalance and then to revert back again in the major direction of the trend. So let's see that where it is being to be heading. And from the bigger picture perspective, here is, you can see the market is pushing back down to that support level, which is a very important key level of support on the lower time frame. So we'll be looking to see an entry opportunity here, and this is the 15 minutes and the 5-minute chart. Okay, so here is the important support level. If we look at the lower time frame, the 1-minute chart, we have seen that trend back down, and as there is an imbalance here, would like to see the market has dropped back down below or potentially has broken this support level here. That is where we can find better entry opportunity in this session. So waiting to see where the market is potentially be heading in that direction. So all right, we can see the market is moving back down here to that support level. Okay, so this is a daily support level. As you can see, the market on that daily support, and from that daily support we could see a potential reversal in that market, and that's what I'm waiting to see, if there is any reversal. And once we see that the market is potentially reversed back to that level, we may see that it's going back up again in that here to this neckline, which is an important support here. Okay, so two important support, and also the support here. Okay, so which is an important support here, and from that support level expecting that Xauusd potentially to revert back again in the direction of the trend here. Okay, so here is we can see the market is again pushing down here to that liquidity zone, which is dropping down to that lower time frame support level, and from that lower time frame support level, that's where we're expecting this market to revert back again in the major direction of the trend. All right, so we can see that the price now pushing back down in that liquidity zone. As I mentioned, it's an imbalance in the market, and from that imbalance we can look for a potential reversal here to the upside again to create a new higher high in this market. So here is the key level that we are looking at in this market, expecting further downside here with this 30 minutes price action here, which is sharp drop now currently to this support level. Now for us to find an entry, this is a key level that the price is approaching currently just below this daily low. As today so far, once the market opened, initially we have seen that bounce, expecting that the market to potentially reverse from this level here. This is a very important support level here, and that being said, here we can see the price is approaching that level, and from that zone expecting that this market to potentially reverse back to the upside. Let's see that here is, you guys can see that it's now approaching that daily low, and I would like to look for possible buy. Let's see first of all risk reward here, and I would like to keep a little bit of gap here in that area to see if the market is coming, still not entering. First of all, let's see how many pip we can look for that gap. So 54 pip stop loss that we can keep. Would like to look for long here with 2-to-1 reward to risk, though it is still falling market, expecting that the market to turn back down here to that support level. So I'm going to go long here on Xauusd, which can give us that possible set up with a proper risk management. That's what we are looking at. Looking at a long on gold that you can see on XAUSD, I'm going long, and here's the key points that so I'm long on gold XAUSD on the lower time frame here that you can see stop loss putting at 3350.55, and then take profit target here 3367.20. I'm long on gold, and the market started to push back up. With my entry, the price started to move back to the upside, expecting this market to continue to rise up, potentially to this 108 pip target. We may take that far, or at least to halfway could be a good entry in this market. So waiting for the market to show its hand to the upside on XAUSD. Hello everyone, Chris, thank you very much. We are bullish on gold, and also I've shared the same trade in the VIP community in the premium group. We're expecting this market to trend back here to the upside to create a new higher high in this market. And here is we can see the price from this support level potentially to trend back here. 1 minute chart still maintaining the downtrend with a possibility to break above. Now if it doesn't break, then doesn't break. I have done proper risk management, which is the key here, to enter with proper risk management. Now if you look at here, you can see it's a complete break below. You think sell? Well, could be. Now the reason I'm buy is because the market on the daily support, and it's a one single move, as this is a complete single move, expecting a push back here to the upside again to the daily level. The price on the daily support, now if it reverse, it might even have a bigger reversal, but at the moment the reason I'm buy is it's a strongly rising market and expecting it to have at least a short-term bounce back to the upside, and then to drop here to the support or to continue to rise again. So let's see that how far it might be doing, but at the moment we can see that this market is here. There is a liquidity and expecting it to revert back again to the upside. I think so. Thank you very much. Welcome. Thanks for joining the live session. If you guys are enjoying this live session that I'm doing every single day, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. So looking at here on lower time frame price action in that area, potentially to bounce back up, and the trend is still down. It's on the daily support, and from this daily support, what we could see, if the market has that reversal from this left zone, we may see the price to push back up again to the daily key level. It might go back to 3370, or it potentially continue to drop here. So I'm waiting to see that where it might be heading to, and then we can look for that entry opportunity in this market. So you see the market has broken the daily low, and now that's way to see it's a very sharply falling at the moment. How far it might dropping? It's below this low here, and with this downtrend continuation in that area, expecting it to revert back again in the major direction of the trend. So here you can see this is a previous support level. The market has crossed that imbalance area, crossed that support, and from that support level expecting it to push back again to the upside. And here is the key level. With that key level, now let's wait to see if the price is now having that rejection back to the upside. Now that rejection is crucially important to see the market is following along. We see the price is almost to a very important imbalance zone here. If it revert to the, if it hit the stop loss, it's gonna be unfortunate, but we have to re-enter again. I'm still on the trade. This could be the last moment. Market is pushing down further. If we see the market has completely broken below, you might be able to see, let's wait to see, it's crashing down back below with a stronger momentum. So here, as we can see from this support level, it's pushing back to the upside here. Now, very sharply drop. We may see continuation, or if it reverse, then reverse. Otherwise, we may see, there is a very sharp break below. This might remain bearish. We'll be waiting to see where the market possibly be heading to. Still I'm on this trade. Okay, we are out 55 pip. It's got just a rejection after break. The last time market did the same reaction in that area, and here is a very sharp rejection. Let's wait to see if this is the last point that the price want to retest and then to reject back again. This is a if you look at here, you can see the price has aggressively broken this key level of support in that area that you can see, and with this complete break of structure here in this level from the lower time frame that you can see, that's where you can see the price is on the important support level here. So let's wait for the market to show its hand, and once we see the market showing its hand, it's a complete penetration to the key level. I will be re-entering again as a recovery trade for the next one, and we'll see that where it is moving to. Here's the key level of support, and so we'll be waiting for what I think that the price may not be able to break below further. Instead, could see a potential a reversal pattern formation in that area. That's where looking at this market to potentially bounce back from that level. If we see that it reversed in that area, that's where the entry. I'm waiting for another possible rejection. So it's a doji, and from the 1 hour we can see it's a complete penetration below this level. It's on the support, and 15 minutes price action also we can see there is a huge break of structure. Still hit those lines here and find an entry. So as the market has got that reaction from the top, now if you look at the weekly, this is the first day of trading week, it's on a deeper pullback. So from that level onward, let's see that where the price potentially be heading to. And would like to see that possible entry again. Okay, in this area there is a doji formation that you can see, and from the doji, from the 5-minute chart, you can see a doji, and is the market is preparing for another bounce or another drop or possible bounce. So if it potentially return back up here, that might lead that price again back to the upside. So we'll be looking for further entry opportunity shortly afterwards. From the monthly, if you look at the weekly, that you can see on the daily as well, which is we can see an impulsive move back to the upside. From the 4-hour chart here also you can see the market on the lower time frame has both of this 10 and 20 may crossed over from each other, and here is you can see the price has moved back to that support level here. If you guys new to the channel, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more update, education, as well as analysis that I'm posting to access all of them. Now, if the market is creating preparing for another drop or bounce, we'll be looking for again long once we see the price has managed to reverse from that level. That is where we are looking at, for the market to potentially create a reversal and then to revert back again in the direction of the trend. I'm still thinking the market to return back again, as it's a sharply bull market. So wait to see that the price to potentially reverse back again. Here is an important support that the price is approaching, and it's a complete one single drop. So if you look at the 5 minutes, you can see after this doji, the market has crossed this high and then closed as a bearish engulfer here. So let's wait to see how the market is preparing in that area. Here is the market in a very important support level. I would like to open another position on long, keeping a little wider stop loss in that area for with a only very tight risk, not more than 1% to this potential upside here. I am again long on Xauusd in that area for this possible upside momentum here. With risk management is key, guys. As I mentioned, if you are not doing the risk management, then there is no point of opening any position here. This is not more than 1% or less if your account is bigger. So I trade with a smaller risk, bigger reward. So stop loss at 3345.83 and TP target here again pushing back to the upside to this 3363.88. This is what I'm expecting to push back again, as it is a bull market. Now it is still could come back again for another wave of drop. So as I mentioned, guys, the key here is to do proper risk management. That's where they're looking at. It's still in a downtrend, and I'm taking another reversal trade here from this support level to potentially bounce back to the upside in the major direction of the trend. And the major direction of the trend is up, the price on the support level, and from this support expecting a potential reversal back to the upside. Second trade, the first one was minus 55 pip, 52 pip. And you see some push back to the upside here in this instrument, and you can see that it's potentially moving for another potential move from this support level. And 4-hour chart here, that you can see from this 4-hour 10 EMA, the price is slowly trying to push back here. So from the 1 hour, you can see the price after retest is trying to get back to the upside. This is still in a downtrend, but expecting a rejection from this 1 hour support level. Now, if this market reverses, we might see that straight again going back to the upside, as long-term trend is up here. So this drop that we can see is a straight drop to this very important key level. Are you guys with me? I'm running in profit at the moment with this trade, and if you guys have won this trade, say yes in the live chat. If you're running that, thank you very much. TP3313, look for sell after break. Thank you very much. Yep, welcome. And yeah, that's where the key that I'm looking at. The price crossed both 10 and 20 EMA. So basically the market has dropped well below, and so you can see the price from this level is trying to push back down here, and it's on a key level of support. Now if this one is forming an inverted head and shoulder and moving back up, that's where we might see a new movement. Let's wait to see if this is forming an inverted head and shoulder and then trending back up, or it is possibly creating another new lower low. We see there is a crossover of 10 and 20 EMA here in that area. So that crossover from the 4-hour chart here, again looking at the 4-hour 10 EMA here in that area. And with this 4-hour 10 EMA, that you can see the market is on a sharply on the support level. Now the price has hit that support with a bigger impulse. That's what we're looking at. From the 1 hour, that you can see it's also trying to push back up. So here is another pattern formation. Now it still can remain bearish, but my bias here is the major direction of the trend, which is up, and this is the 1 hour close coming in 1 minute time. How this candle closing is important to see. Welcome back, everyone. This was TP here. We set to the upside at 3363. Why did not sell when it comes down so much? Because it's a long-term uptrend, and no one knows that how far it's gonna drop, right? When we see the market on a key level of support, that's where you can look for potential entry. When the market is falling, you don't know how far it's gonna fall because it's a long-term uptrend here. But as you can see, this is the 1 hour chart. The market is on a key level of support, and this is what looking to see if the price is in fact creating an impulse back up or is another false breakdown here. Now from the 4 hour, that you can see it's a big drop so far. Market penetrated again, and so where the market is on a crucial level. Now if it reverses, we should see sharp bounce. So wait to see, we can see some reaction from the buyers coming up. I think 3313 breaking buy. Let's wait to see here. We can see some another reaction coming from the buyers here in that area, and if it reject back to the upside, this could be complete bounce. So from the 1 hour, that you can see it dropped well below this key level of support. The only thing that we can do is wait for the market to reject here on the 1 minute chart, showing some kind of reaction potentially back to the upside. That's where you can see there is a bullish with a doji. Now here is primary bullish momentum. Okay, we see reaction coming in that area. Let's hold it, that trade to back to the upside. I'm at my entry and I'm wanting to see this bouncing back from that level. And if it reverses, we might see that stronger reaction back to the upside here. Okay, we can see a movement to the upside here in that market and expecting it to remain push back to the upside here with this reversal. So if we look at this bullish pin bar, now that reaction here, if this one is a reversal, we should see straight bounce back to the upside. This green bullish candle is needed to be a reactional candle here in that area. And now looking at the 30 minutes candle here, we can see there is a doji on the 30 minutes time frame. Right, so here is the last move that you can see on the intraday from the 1 minute chart, expecting to form a potential inverted head and shoulder and then to possibly to return back up. Can you check GB? Yeah, we will be looking at we are on a trade on yeah, let's look at that here. We'll be looking to see here is where you can see with a one single move back to the upside, giving potential for here if the price managed to break this resistance line here, that's where you could see the market to trend back again in the direction of the major trend here. And that is where I'm looking at. If you look at here 5 minutes, we can see a bullish engulfer followed by another bullish candle, giving a very high probability for this market to trend back here to that level. Now, to remain bullish, it is essential the market to trend in that direction here. That's what we're looking to see. We see this is a last doji is being formed in that area, and with this doji, here is another narrow doji formation here in this area, and so you can see with a move the market is on the support level. Now let's wait for a possible reversal pattern formation here in this area. Here you can see the rejection back towards the upside here, and if that's the inverted head and shoulder, we might see the market to potentially trend in that direction to create a new higher high here. So we're waiting to see if the price is forming that structure. So we are on the trade here on XAUUSD, and that trade we're expecting it to trend back here and from this support level to continue to rise up, and that might lead the price potentially back to the upside to this key level of resistance, and from this reversal expecting this market to trend up here, and that's what we're waiting to see for the market to push back up. And once we see the price manage to reverse from that level, it's likely to go back up here to that where there is a high liquidity. I'm waiting to see the market to trend in that direction. Thanks for joining the live session, guys. If you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. So you can see there is a upside bias here in that area, and from this support level that is giving a possible movement back to the upside, and that is where looking for possible entry in this market. So here is, you can see from here the market is on a trend, and which is pushing back again to the upside in the direction of the trend, and expecting it to trend back again to the TP target. And if you guys are with me in this live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. As you can see, the price is pushing back again in the direction of the trend. We are up on this one 29.30 pip. Would like to catch that move possibly as much as you can, as it's pushing back in the direction of the major trend here, and that is where that you can see the price is heading back to the upside. So you see, with this move now, if this is trending back to the upside, that's where our trade gonna be very successful here. I'm still holding it. It's a possible upside bias, and I don't wanna close too early here, as this market may potentially push back again in the direction of the trend. So let's wait to see how far it might be going. Here is what you can see from this bearish engulfer with a big one long red candle that you can see, that can give a possible upside bias here in this market. And now that doji is where expecting this market to trend back here to the upside to create a new higher high. Now it's again pushing back down, where this might be a pullback here in that area, and that pullback, let's wait to see how the price is evolving in that area. So we're waiting to see the market to, that push back again in the major direction of the trend, and that level is where the market is having a possible trend, and we see a long narrow red pin bar. That pin bar is where the price is having a possible upside bias here. And what you can see in this area, that with this movement, the price on a pullback and expecting it to push back here, and again to create a new higher high in this market. So here is the price on that support level, and with this support, expecting this market to potentially continue to trend to create a new higher high here in this market. Still looking forward to see that the market is trending in that direction here. Thanks for joining the live session, guys. If you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. Okay, so we see it's showing an uptrending market structure. We might be seeing a series of higher high and higher low, which is potentially an uptrending market structure. And wanting to see that it's pushing back in that direction, we are seeing some movement in the direction of our trend. Currently I'm up on quite a few pip, and let's wait to see an upside here. And I would like you guys to give a thumbs up here. If you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. So here is a bullish engulfer, and where the market trend is here, it might be a potential reversal pattern that we can see, and that if that's the reversal pattern, we might see the price to push back again to the key level of, which is to this neckline here on Xauusd. And where the price is pushing back here in the direction of the major trend. And that being said, on the lower time frame, expecting for this market to push back here to that key level. So we'll be waiting to see for this market to potentially trend here. And this is a bullish engulfer where the price may continue to rise to the upside. Once we see the price has done enough move, here we have a little bigger profit target in that market. If you guys look at it, you can see this is almost 117p profit target. Let's wait to see how far it is going back up here. With a bullish engulfer, the market is trending currently at the moment, and that trend is possibly heading back to the upside here. And I'm holding on to that to find out where the price is possibly be moving back. And if you look at here, you see this is a bullish engulfer with the price has filled that long wick, and wanting to see the market is trending here in that direction to create a new higher high in this market. I'm on this holding on to that and wanting to see the price is moving potentially back here to the upside to the key level. Now, that being said, what we can see in this area, this is where there was an inverted head and shoulder, strong breakout pullback, and the market is having the trend where here is the price is pushing back here, and that is where the market is having that stronger trend. And currently we are up 44-45 pip. Would like to see that movement to the full TP or at least half TP here. So that could give almost, if we can gain to 85 pip, that will be really awesome in this movement. If it goes back to 85 pip, that's a very important level that we can look at in this market. 85 pip will be an incredibly important price action here that you can see. 85 pip will be a very good point that we can look at for possible TP securing the profit here in this market. So here is the move that we can see, and expecting that continuation. 4 hour chart here, the price has got that rejection on the intraday. It's the 1 hour chart also, you can see that movement. And so the 20 EMA from the 15-minute chart is in that area where the price potentially to remain bullish back to the upside here. Now, that being said, so here as you can see, the price has tested that 20 EMA. Now, after the test of this 20 on the 5 minutes, getting some reaction from the top, and would like to see that continuation in this market. Here is a breakout structure here. All right, so I'm still holding it for a possible move back to the upside to that key level, and this is a bullish movement, and we can see it's now potentially creating a new higher high in this market, and that's what we need to see, that movement to continuation back to the upside. $47 pip move here. Okay, here is bullish impulsive move back to the upside on XEUUSD, and that impulse that we can see is potentially heading back to the upside. And we are on the trade, guys, running in good move, and I would like to see you guys have opened the trade. Can you say in the live chat if you have opened that position with me? I'm running in. You can say yes, I'm running in the live chat if you're running in. Okay, so yes, okay, thank you very much. Anyone else running in this trade? Okay, so yes, all right, anyone else? Well done. I'm holding on to that, expecting it to push back up. TB, welcome, thank you. So expecting it to push back up here to this key level, and we see that one more pushback here can be quite a few pip move in that direction here, so which is 50 pip move that we can see in this market, and expecting it to potentially trend back here to the level, to the key level, and expecting it to push back. Now still possibility to bounce back up. We are quite a few up and you want to hold that trade for a little more up, and this is where the 5 minutes price action versus cross the 20 EMA. Here is the zone from the 15 minutes. I think we might see further upside here to 3361 level is an important zone that we can look for potential entry, a potential exit point, and we can see 1 minute bullish engulfer is being formed here in that area where there is a possibility for an upside bias here. Yeah, 30 pip profit running. Welcome, well done, thanks for joining. And that's where you can see the market is moving in that direction here for that possible upturn. And with this bullish engulfer that you can see, here is the long wick rejection here that you can see from the 1 minute back to bullish price action. I would like to see continuation back here, and now will you be running or will be holding? Let's wait to see. It's quite a few pip up here at the moment. So you are almost 50 pip on this, and one more bounce could give a very high probability for this market to potentially return again in the major direction of the trend. So here is the bullish price action that you can see. Yep, so you can see a possible for trend continuation. I'm still holding it. As I mentioned earlier, if it goes to 3361 level is a good area to take or secure the profit. But in case if it is reversing, we might exit immediately. But still, I'm optimistic that this trend to continue back to the upside here to the zone where there is a high probability. So 3361 could be an important area of value that we can look for potential exit point of this trade in this market. That is where the market is moving in the major direction here. Here is getting some reaction back, and there's another doji in that area, and that's where the market is showing a possible directional bias. And the way the market structure is forming, I'm still optimistic that this trend to continue back to the upside to create a potentially new higher high. So we need to look for either the market will be running the trade or will be exiting. So quite a few people move here in that market where now if this market reverse from here again back to the upside, we may see the price to ultimately go back to that 15 minutes 20 EMA, which is where looking at possibly for the market to push back there to get access to that. Okay, so here is a 1 minute rejection back up again, so holding on, and that could be a new higher high. If this is breaking high here, we will be in a very good place to the profit, towards the profit zone. Here it is from this level here that you can see the market is approaching 55 pip almost, the more than the previous trade, and then if the price goes up, hit that key level, that's where we will be looking to see that potential entry in this market. And here is another doji formation that you can see. Would like to see potential trend continuation here. All right, here is after this 5 minutes long wick, we can see another 5 minutes candle formation, and that 5 minutes candle that you can see is being built. We could see that potential pushback here, and that is where, looking at the 1 minute chart, the market is, yeah, so here is you'd like to see a new higher high that you can see, and then to push back here to create a new higher high in this market. So here is the key level that you can see the price is approaching in this zone. And right guys, we are seeing a new higher high which will cross that 55 pip mark. Good to see that it's trending back again in the direction of the trend. That's why you see that in this area. So with a doji that you can see on the 1 minute chart, and okay, getting rejection here, and I'm going to exit this trade at the moment. We see a possible rejection. I am out with the trade. So you see that there is a rejection, and I'm out with around 45 pip. It may potentially continue to back up. That's what we see. The expectation was to continue to rise. We see there is a breakup structure, and I'm out with the trade. We can re-enter again as soon as we find further confirmation here in this market. So if we see there is any trade coming, as soon as it comes, we can look for that entry opportunity in this market. So let's wait to see. Here the market is still trending. If you guys have looked at that trade, you know, the camera was off for a very extended period of time. I think I just have forgot that point. If you guys, what did you do with the trade? You can let me know in the live chat. What's your status with this trade? And this is a very important key level of a level. From that level, the market has pushed back to the upside, and we can see this is an uptrending market structure, and maintaining that bullish move, wanting to see the prices moving back to the upside, and that's where looking to see possible further trade confirmation here. Now here is what we can see. The price has crossed this low here, got the rejection, and we can see cross that here, got the rejection. The market is trending with a stronger momentum, and that is where that you can see the price is making its way back to the upside, and would like to see the price is heading in the direction of the trend. Now if we look at what we can see, that this market from this support level has got multiple rejection, expecting that the market to correct and then to continue to rise here. We can look for further entry as soon as we find another entry opportunity. In the meantime guys, I hope that you are enjoying the live session. If you're enjoying, make sure you give a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. And the market is trending to the upside, and we have successful trade. Would like to look forward to have another one. And what's your status with this trade? Out, welcome. It's still in the trade. Okay, exit. All right, so how many of you got that trade correct? And will be, if you guys share your opinion here. So I got a 46 pip. It might be different with you guys, maybe 60 pip, but this is what I have done that, and that's where we're looking to see an entry here in this market. So here is where there is a, we saw that after forming this inverted head and shoulder, the market has made its move back to the upside, pullback, another move, pullback. It's maintaining that typical bullish market structure here, and with this bullish market structure is maintaining still that move back to the upside, and we may see that potential trend continuation here, and that is where looking forward to see another potential move in that market. And it was a very successful trade, and would like to see that coming up another one. As soon as we see an entry, we can look for. Along with also we can see that if we look at British pound US dollar, which is also showing a trend, and we see that on dollar yen also possible trend, euro dollar also we can see that there was after the market open, we saw that euro dollar has made couple of movement in that area. We saw that a drop with a long wick doji, and you can see another bearish move here on euro USD. There's a long wick here also we can see on euro USD. So quite a few as zone here that you can see euro dollar got that rejection, and what I think that euro dollar may continue to trend here, and dollar yen as well. You can see it's moving in the same way. British pound US dollar also pullback, and what I think those USD pairs may potentially continue to trend back here in the major direction. That's what we're looking to see, that on euro dollar, British pound US dollar are potentially be bearish, where we could see that dollar yen may continue to rise here in the direction of the major trend. And in the meantime, guys, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day in this channel. And by the way, and let's look at here again on some other pairs that we can say Xauusd from this support level has got that rejection back to the upside with a bigger momentum, and that is where you can see the 15-minute chart, a bigger move, and here is a movement, consolidation in this area, and then to potentially pull back to the upside. And again, once we see further price action confirmation here, we can look for another entry opportunity in this market. Now, if you look at here, you can see this is the 5-minute chart here. We can see a big move followed by this pullback and maintaining that bullish market structure here in this instrument. As soon as you will find suitable entry, we'll be looking to go long in this market. Waiting for another entry, and we are almost nearly to this session, almost at the end. After a little bit of break, I'm back on trading, guys, with all of you together. We'll be trading every single day in this live market twice, one in pre-London session, the other one is in this NY session. And if you guys, as I mentioned earlier, really want to learn and grow as a trader, don't miss out to check out also the website. You can find link below this video for the website, where you can visit the website, check out all the updates in the website, how you can get access to all my strategies, trading tool, one-on-one mentoring, as well as many other benefits that as a premium member you can join and learn and grow as a trader. So thank you very much for joining this live session. Don't miss out the next live coming up tomorrow. Until that, stay well, stay happy. See you again very soon, trading live together again.